Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation, try to recall someone's name, someone you've known for years, and it just vanishes from your mind like smoke? You stand there, smiling, nodding, hoping it'll come back before it gets awkward. And then later, when you're brushing your teeth or putting the kettle on, boom, it hits you. The name. Too late. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, moments like that are more common than people think, especially after 60. But here's the thing. Just because you're aging doesn't mean your brain has to slow down with you. There's this myth floating around that forgetfulness is just a normal part of getting older. But I'm here to tell you, that's not entirely true. You can stay sharp, you can remember names, and yes, your mind can stay active and alert well into your 70s, 80s, and even 90s. You just need the right habits. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what to look out for, but also how to carry yourself with more confidence, clarity, and grace in your later years. So stay with me until the end, because you may realize that a few small changes could be a big difference in how others experience you, and more importantly, how you experience yourself. Let's begin. Let's talk about 6 daily brain tricks, simple things you can start doing right away, that are designed to help you remember names more easily, think faster, and feel more mentally alive. You don't need fancy supplements or expensive memory apps. What you do need is intention and a few fun, practical ways to wake your brain up and keep it humming. Let's begin with something that sounds incredibly simple, but it's one of the most powerful habits to protect your memory: paying attention on purpose. I know that might sound a little too basic, but stick with me for a second. When we meet someone and instantly forget their name, it's not always because our memory failed us. It's because our focus wasn't fully there to begin with. We're often thinking about what we're going to say next, or distracted by the environment, or our mind is off somewhere else entirely. So the name goes in one ear and out the other. The trick? When someone introduces themselves, pause, literally pause for a moment, and repeat their name right away. You could say something like, "Nice to meet you, Sandra." That 1 second of repetition helps lock it into short-term memory. Even better, try to picture something visual about them that links to their name. For example, if someone's name is Rose, imagine them holding a rose in their hand. That silly image may feel odd at first, but it gives your brain something concrete to latch onto. The more ridiculous the image, the better it sticks. And don't be afraid to say their name again during the conversation, just naturally, as you would. That reinforces the memory through repetition. What you're doing is training your attention to stay present in moments that matter. You're building a habit of mindfulness without needing to sit cross-legged on a yoga mat for 30 minutes a day. Now, let's talk about movement. And no, I don't mean intense workouts or running marathons. I'm talking about getting your body moving in small, intentional ways throughout the day, because what's good for your heart is good for your brain. When you move, your blood flow increases, and that includes the blood going to your brain. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients, which your brain loves. One of the best things you can do is walk daily, ideally outside. A brisk walk in the morning, even just 15 minutes, can sharpen your mental clarity more than a cup of coffee. If you're able, walking in a park or near trees gives you the added benefit of nature, which has been shown to reduce stress and improve memory. But even walking around your house, doing some gentle stretches, or standing up and marching in place during commercial breaks, these all count. Movement wakes your brain up. It tells your body, we're alive, we're active, we're alert. And if you want to take it a step further, try walking while doing this simple brain task. For example, name 5 fruits that start with the letter B as you walk. Or try spelling your grandchild's name backward while doing dishes. These little challenges add a cognitive twist to movement, turning it into brain training. You're exercising both mind and body at the same time. Another habit that might surprise you? Talking to yourself. Yep, out loud. Not in a people will think I've lost it kind of way, but in a smart, strategic way. When you say things aloud, whether it's a name, a list, or what you're about to do, you're reinforcing the information in your brain in a second sensory channel. You're not just thinking it, you're hearing it too. And that makes a difference. Let's say you walk into a room and forget why you went in there. Classic, right? Instead, try saying out loud what you're doing before you enter the room. I'm going to the bedroom to grab my glasses. Now, your brain is both the mental imprint and the auditory cue. It creates a stronger link. This habit is especially useful for remembering names at social events. Quietly repeat names to yourself after meeting someone. Or if you're at a family gathering, find a moment to say, "Okay, so that's my niece Karen's new boyfriend, James." You're creating layers of memory by combining thought, speech, and awareness. These first few habits may seem small, but they are powerful building blocks. And the beautiful thing is they're already within your control. You don't need to be a tech genius or memory expert. You just need to treat your mind like a muscle, one that responds to gentle, consistent use. We've already talked about the power of paying attention on purpose, moving your body with intention, and even talking out loud to reinforce memory. Now let's keep going, because the brain is just getting warmed up, and there's still so much we can do to help it stay sharp and strong after 60. One incredibly effective daily habit that often gets overlooked is simply learning something new. I'm not talking about going back to school or reading thick textbooks, unless that's your thing, of course. I'm talking about tiny bits of new information, a new word, a new fact, a new way to do something you already do every day. Your brain thrives on novelty. It lights up when you expose it to unfamiliar ideas or fresh skills. Think of it like watering a plant. It perks up with just a little attention. Let's say you love cooking. Try looking up one new recipe a week. Not only does it give you something fun to make, but it also challenges your memory, attention, and planning. All fantastic brain boosters. Or maybe you enjoy music. Listen to a genre you've never explored before. Classical, jazz, even something from another culture. Pay attention to the instruments, the rhythm. What stands out? Even learning a few phrases in a new language can do wonders. You don't have to become fluent, just learning how to say hello, thank you, and goodbye in Italian or Japanese gets your neurons firing in exciting new ways. The key is to stretch your brain just a little outside its comfort zone every day. That small stretch creates mental flexibility, which is exactly what helps you keep up with conversations, remember people's names, and adapt to new situations more easily. Another fun and surprisingly powerful habit is using your non-dominant hand. It might sound silly, but brushing your teeth with your opposite hand, or even stirring your coffee, can stimulate parts of your brain that don't usually get involved in routine tasks. Why does that matter? Because the more you break up your automatic habits, the more your brain has to pay attention. And attention is the first step to remembering anything. Try this. Next time you unlock your door, switch the hand you use. Or try writing a simple sentence with your non-dominant hand. It'll feel awkward at first. That's the point. That discomfort means your brain is being challenged. And each time you challenge it, you're building new pathways. You're making your brain more adaptable, more responsive, and yes, more resistant to memory loss. Now let's talk about something that impacts your brain far more than most people realize: your mood. When you're stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, your brain doesn't store or retrieve information as well. It's like trying to read a book while someone is shouting in your ear. It's hard to focus, let alone remember anything. That's why managing stress and protecting your peace of mind is just as important as doing crossword puzzles or memory games. A simple trick that works wonders: take a few deep breaths when you feel foggy. It sounds too simple, but deep breathing sends a signal to your body and brain that you're safe, calm, and present. That single shift can improve your ability to concentrate and recall information. The next time you walk into a room and forget why, pause. Take a slow breath in through your nose, then exhale gently through your mouth. Then ask yourself, what was I about to do? You might be surprised how often the answer just shows up. Even smiling can help. Yes, just smiling. It triggers feel-good chemicals in your brain that make it easier to focus and stay alert. A warm laugh, a silly joke, a few minutes of lighthearted TV, or even chatting with a friend. These little moments lift your mood, reduce stress, and sharpen your thinking in the process. And speaking of chatting with friends, don't underestimate the power of connection. Having meaningful conversations, sharing stories, or even just talking about your day with someone who listens keeps your brain active in ways that solitary activities can't always do. When you engage in conversation, your memory, reasoning, and social awareness are all at work. It's like a full brain workout, no treadmill required. One of the easiest ways to build this into your day is to make a short phone call or voice message to a friend or family member. Ask them about their day or share something you read or learned. Even a 5-minute exchange can help your brain stay socially sharp, and that's a big part of long-term memory health. We are wired for connection, and staying connected helps keep our minds flexible and responsive. All of these habits, whether it's using your opposite hand, learning something new, managing stress, or talking with someone, are small steps, but they build momentum. And when you make them part of your daily rhythm, they add up to something powerful, a brain that stays engaged, active, and resilient. It's amazing, isn't it? How something as simple as a daily conversation or brushing your teeth with the wrong hand can be a workout for your brain. But let's keep going, because there's one more habit that can truly tie all these brain-boosting tricks together, and that's getting enough quality sleep. Now, you've probably heard this before, but hear me out, because this isn't just about getting to bed early. It's about giving your brain the time it needs to clean house. During deep sleep, your brain actually flushes out toxins that build up during the day. Think of it like your brain's nightly housekeeping crew. Without good sleep, those toxins don't get cleared properly, and that can make it harder to think clearly, remember names, or stay focused. Have you ever had one of those days where everything feels foggy? Where you walk into a room and forget why? Where you keep losing your train of thought mid-sentence? That's your brain waving a white flag, begging for better rest. And the older we get, the more important it becomes to protect that sleep like it's gold. So what can you do? Start winding down at the same time every night. Dim the lights, turn off the news or the noisy TV shows, and give your brain a gentle signal that it's time to settle. Maybe you listen to soft music, read a calming book, or sip some herbal tea. Whatever helps your body ease into rest. Avoid heavy meals, screens, and caffeine late in the day. Your brain needs stillness to do its repair work. And when it gets that, it rewards you with sharper memory, clearer thinking, and better moods the next day. Here's another trick that might surprise you. It has to do with your hands. Have you ever tried doing simple tasks without looking at them? For example, buttoning your shirt or tying your shoes with your eyes closed. This kind of sensory challenge activates areas of your brain that are tied to coordination, spatial awareness, and memory. When you reduce your dependence on sight and make your hands feel their way through a task, your brain has to engage more deeply. It may feel awkward at first, but that's the beauty of it. Every time you ask your brain to work a little harder, safely of course, you're telling it, hey, we're still growing, we're still learning. And that message keeps the brain young. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Just being fully there in the moment, using your body and your senses in ways that challenge the usual routines. That's a powerful tool for staying mentally fit. Let's not forget the importance of food either. Now, we're not diving into complicated diets, but one thing is clear: your brain runs on fuel. And the kind of fuel you give it really matters. Foods rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and vitamins, like berries, leafy greens, walnuts, and salmon, nourish the brain and support memory. Even staying hydrated can make a world of difference. If you're even slightly dehydrated, your focus and recall can suffer. So yes, that extra glass of water at lunch might actually help you remember where you left your keys. All these habits, moving your body, learning new things, talking out loud, using your hands in new ways, getting restful sleep, and eating with your brain in mind, are like building blocks. Each one strengthens a part of your mental foundation. And when you practice them together, they create something powerful, a mind that keeps up with you, that remembers the people you care about, the things you love to do, and the stories that make your life rich and meaningful. You don't need to master them all at once. Just start where you are. Pick one thing today that feels doable. Maybe tonight you'll go to bed 30 minutes earlier. Or tomorrow, you'll call an old friend just to chat. Maybe you'll brush your teeth with your left hand and laugh at how clumsy it feels. That's okay. That's part of the fun. Every small action is a message to your brain that you're not giving up on it, and it won't give up on you. You're not too old. It's not too late. Your brain is capable of amazing things, even now. Especially now. The fact that you're watching this video, looking for ways to stay sharp, tells me one important thing. You're still in the game. And I believe in you. If this video gave you a helpful nudge, share your thoughts in the comments below. What memory trick are you going to try first? I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click the like button. It really helps this video reach more people who need it. And be sure to subscribe if you want more tips to stay sharp, strong, and independent at any age. Remember, your mind is one of your greatest gifts. Keep it active, keep it nourished, and keep believing in your ability to grow, learn, and thrive, because you can. Here's to a sharp mind and a joyful heart, today and every day.